This is just a hill I needed to climb to get to the next drive road to continue chopping brush. As you can see, we stump avocado trees, throw the brush and wood onto the road and grind it up and then push it off the road. It's just too steep to get around any other way. Oh, what a mess they left me. One thing I learned about this project was when the wood get this old and dry, this sat here for about 3 weeks and it was just too hard to really grind up. I gave it a few tries and did my best to chop it up. I think we wound up coming up and picking the rest of this up with a chipper. It does a great job on the brush. It doesn't matter if it's dry, but when that wood gets hard like this, it's just not going to do a very good job on it. You'll spend more time and fuel beating it up than it's worth. Another problem I had was as I was grinding up the material, it would begin to bury the half chipped or chopped logs, and only way to get to it was get out and kick it around and get it back on top. So I'm pretty sure that the best way to handle these guys, we were started saving the wood for last, throw it down separately, and then just come up and run the wood through a chipper, and we could shoot it up or downhill that way without having to just push it off the side of the road. Yeah, needless to say, this got a little boring and monotonous to take off I don't know, a half inch scrape of that thing at a time and not make much progress. I wanted just to chop up the brush and move on, but I couldn't get to it without getting the wood too. And as you can tell, it's very steep on these roads, so you don't want to drive on top of wood like that. It begins to bounce you around, and you don't have much control over the unit as to where it's going to go. So driving on top of the wood isn't a good idea, and trying to spend all day chopping up a few logs just wasn't worth the time and the fuel. I pretty much had enough at this point. I just backed off, shut it down, and decided to come back with a chipper. So this was a good example of don't let it dry too long, and I started figuring out don't try to chop all that big wood. It's just not worth it. Come back with a chipper, spend 20 minutes, and it's gone. Hey, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, I appreciate you hanging out and watching some of the video. I've got a lot more of this footage. It was a month-long project. We were there for a long time. And I recorded a lot of material. I haven't put it up. This has been, some of it's several years old. But I wanted to get it out there and show you what the machine can do, just in case you're thinking about getting into this business, want to get one of these machines, or just like enjoy wood chopping videos. I know I do. Thanks again.